name is D'Lo Jordan, and this is VENUM. Welcome to The Void. This is episode 36. Check the video description below this video. There you will find links to my full network. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, and click that bell to enable notifications. It's the only way to be notified when a new video is uploaded. On this episode 36, I'm talking AEW All Elite Wrestling Wednesday Night Dynamite from January 12th, 2022. So, the main thing, I sat there and watched this fucking show. The main thing I kept thinking is, did they air an episode of AEW Dark instead of Dynamite? What was this show? It was loaded with a bunch of people I didn't fucking know. It was less than mid. It was actually this was a bad show. I've heard from several people that are AEW to the death, and they didn't like this. So I'm not sure what was there. Oh, usually AEW Dynamite is piloted by Earl, what's his name? Dale Earnhardt. That's the usual driver, but tonight we'll give the keys to that fucking middle school student with the fucking cleft lip and the bum knee, and we'll have him pilot the fucking automobile. What? Just what? So this mess of a show went on air. JR welcomed us. It's Wednesday night. And you know what that means. Oh, tonight we didn't know. We didn't know what we were in store for. They were live from Raleigh, North Carolina. The announcers ran down the match card and some other pleasantries upcoming tonight. All of a sudden, you know it's all about the boom, boom. Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly came out, right? They came out, and I'm like, God damn it. These three look way better. They look like a way better trio than Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. That was blech. These three actually look together as a unit, like something solid, something rooted in wrestling, something you can take serious. So they all three get in the ring, and Cole has materialized the microphone, and he starts talking up all three of them, right? He's giving props to Bobby Fish. He's giving props to Kyle O'Reilly. Next thing you know, the Young Bucks interrupt. They came out dressed like, I don't even know. I cannot even form a descriptive simile. They were dressed like females of an identical body shape would dress. I don't know. Here's a fucking phrase for you. They looked like cunty twats. So the Young Bucks came out and they were all like, "Whoa, what's going on over here? And by the way, thanks for the invite." And it's like, O'Reilly gets a mic and he's like, nobody invited you. Just like we didn't invite you in Jacksonville to come help us beat the Super Friends. We didn't need your help beating the Super Friends. So eventually the Young Bucks get down to the ring and they get in. And the Young Bucks basically say, "Oh, you forget we own the company?" Or what? Like fucking the executive vice president's talking to other normal wrestlers. "Oh, you forget we own the company and we're the longest reigning tag champs, and our New Year's resolution is to get the tag team championships back." And then Bobby Fish interjects and he said, "Oh, that's a coincidence. Our New Year's resolution is to get a hold of those tag team championships, and nothing is going to stand in our way Not even you. And he's pointing at the Young Bucks. So all this is just going on. All this weird manufactured drama. I think Adam Cole got in between both tag teams, and eventually he said something, and he made the mistake of mentioning the Best Friends. Say their name and they will appear. Music starts playing. Dum 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 dum. Bow chicka wow chicka wow. Best Friends. Just, oh my god. So the Best Friends come out. Music starts playing, and out comes Scooby and the gang. They all get in the ring, and it's like a 5-on-5 face-off. And Adam Cole, what do you say? He asks Orange Cassidy, no relation to Isaiah Cassidy. Cole asks him what he could possibly have to say or some shit, and then everybody just started fighting. So, 10-man brawl. People are spilling out of the ring. So already this thing is starting off like Monday Night Raw. So Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy were left in the ring. Everybody else had spilled out. And Cole was lining up to give Cassidy a super kick or something. A strike of some description. Out of nowhere, here comes Chris Statlander. She hops in there. And she hops in the ring and gets in Adam Cole's way. And if she wasn't one of, 13 or 14 people in this segment, I would have fast forwarded just because of her presence. But there was some other stuff going on here, and she was a minimal role. So for this segment, we'll forgive that the alien is present. Andromeda's alien. Next thing you know, Britt Baker runs out. And she attacks Statlander from behind. And she gives Statlander a curb stomp. Then she held Orange Cassidy's face so Adam Cole could kick it. But that wasn't enough. Then he picks the guy back up and delivers a running knee to the back of his head. So, like I said, there was 13 to 15 people out there involved in this segment. This was the opening segment, and already it's a rat fuck fiasco. It's just like the fucking Barker comes. We're at a carnival. The Barker comes out and he's just like, "Welcome to an incredible show!" And fireworks just starts going off, and people are swinging from fucking shit on the roof. And there's an elephant walking out, and a guy's got a hoop, and some animals hopping through the flaming hoop or whatever the fuck. And you're just like, what the fuck am I supposed to pay attention to? There's just so much shit going on. There's 13 to 15 people out there just doing stuff. Shit was just happening, and it was all meaningless. They weren't shooting any of that shit. So after that mess, they showed a hype package for Wardlow. This was actually cleverly done. It was like the conductor of mayhem, and he's and they were showing like nice little scenes of orchestra instruments, violins and such, the strings and the brass and all that stuff. And he's the conductor of mayhem, and he's got the Powerbomb Symphony. So they're trying to brand him all like that, I guess. After that nice little, very actually well done package, the WWE would have done a better package, but this was still nice and very well done. After that, we cut to a break. When we came back, MJF's music was playing. MJF, I'm not actually big on middle names, so I'm just gonna call this guy MF. So MF came out on the entrance stage, and then he stood there. And Wardlow came out with his music playing next, and MF accompanied Wardlow to ringside. Next thing you know, Cult of Personality hit. CM Punk was out. Cult of Personality hit the speakers. And I couldn't help but feel like, man, that whole newness of CM Punk being back in professional wrestling has long since worn off and is just dead and gone. It was like, I'm not gonna say this was a bad crowd, but if they were, it was because this was a bad show. So you can't blame them too much when they're sitting there fucking suffering through this. Just what? So Punk gets in the ring, and the match gets underway. It's CM Punk versus Wardlow 1-on-1. After the bell rang, CM Punk immediately slid out the ring and seemingly like he was gonna confront MJF. But Wardlow had rolled out too and got in front of MJF, and MJF is hiding behind Wardlow and talking shit. So CM Punk's like, all right, whatever. They both get back in the ring and start having a match. They started having a very slow paced match. Wardlow had his power on display here throughout this match. For some reason, it was like a very low energy, just story match. Like, it was just like, let's just focus on telling a story. This was a very WWE match, where it's just like there wasn't really any excitement with the action, but you could see the story unfolding, so at least that was there. Throughout this thing, fucking MJF would be just giving Wardlow harsh, just barking at him, just giving him instructions. Nah, don't do this. Nah, don't do this. Just kind of cramping Wardlow's style, basically, from the way we've been seeing him perform the last few weeks when it was just him and Spears out there. Because when Spears shouted instructions at Wardlow just ignored and did whatever the fuck he want. But he can't do that with MJF, apparently. So toward the end of this, Wardlow gave CM Punk 5 powerbombs. Punk went up in the corner for something, and Wardlow caught him. Boom, that was the first powerbomb. So after the 5th powerbomb, Wardlow went to pin CM Punk. Went to pin him with his foot on his chest. But I'm sorry, we're not doing middle names. MF hops up on the apron and said, no. Don't end it yet. Give him more power bombs. So fucking Wardlow proceeded to give CM Punk 3 more power bombs or so. I lost count. CM Punk ended up rolling underneath the bottom rope and ended up on the apron trying to get some reprieve from the damage. But Wardlow hopped out the ring and met him. So at this point, MF walks up and ordered Wardlow to powerbomb CM Punk through the nearby timekeeper's table, I think it was. It was just this table with people sitting behind it and black tablecloth over it. So I assume that's where the timekeeper's table. So I'm just, put him through this table. And Wardlow did. And the ref is standing there watching this. And it was just fine. It just, I guess, putting a person through a table doesn't cause a disqualification somehow. Just like intentionally with malicious intent, just putting a person through a table. Last week, we saw in the tag team title match, we saw Lucha Face and Phoenix. He put him through a table in the middle of a match, and that wasn't a disqualification either. So I don't know what the rules are. What are the rules? What are the rules? For the fuck's sake, what are the rules? So Wardlow powerbombed CM Punk through a table on the outside. Then Wardlow got back in the ring and it was a near count out. CM Punk barely made it back in at the count of 9. MF shouted to Wardlow, "Powerbomb him!" And so a battered and bruised CM Punk is there. Wardlow sets him up, was going for another powerbomb, but CM Punk countered, rolled him up in a small package, and pinned Wardlow 1, 2, 3. So Punk slips on a banana peel to win this, and then just kind of like rolls out the ring and is just laying on the outside motionless. Meanwhile, tensions are running high between MF and Wardlow. Post-match, MF gets up in Wardlow's face and he's telling him off, and he's shouting at him, and he's doing the whole finger in the chest business. And I think he even pushed him. MF pushed Wardlow. Suddenly, as he's doing the chest poke business, Wardlow gets a hold of his hand and like twists it in an uncomfortable manner. In an uncomfortable manner of fashion, or whatever the fuck. And MJF is, fucking... he didn't expect this, so he's looking all, "Oh, don't hurt me, and then Shawn Spears appeared out of nowhere. He came in out of nowhere to defuse the situation, and he was successful, and Wardlow just stormed off in frustration. And then the camera cut to a shot of CM Punk just laying on the ground near death. I think there was somebody checking on him, ringside doctor or whoever. And that was it. So they're trying to cross-pollinate with the buildup of frustration on Wardlow that's going to eventually cause him to turn on MF. And they're trying to cross-pollinate with the CM Punk MF rivalry. So this was whatever. It's probably the up until now, it's probably the most underwhelming installment of the CM Punk MF feud so far. So it picked the right show to be on, because this whole fucking thing was underwhelming. We go to a break. When we come back, Powerhouse Hobbs made his entrance. He was accompanied by Ricky Starks. Starks and Hobbs, that budding detective duo. Dante Martin came out next. Dante Martin came out, and he was wearing a top of some description. It was either a jacket. I think it was like a zip-up hoodie type jacket. When he took it off, I was like, it's just like somebody opened up the fucking Ark of the Covenant. He was looking like Casper the Friendly fucking Ghost. That nigga looked like he was as white as a sheet of copy paper dipped in milk. So fucking Dante just sprinted down. All of a sudden, he just takes his jacket off, sprints down to the bottom of the ramp where he met Powerhouse Hobbs, and they just started fighting right there. I'm sitting there wondering to myself, why is this so heated? Like, why does he feel the need to, they got to start fighting now before they even get in the ring and get the bell rang and just have a normal match? These people haven't interacted on this program for months. Since last year, even. So fucking Hobbs got the upper hand, and he just like chucked Dante in over the middle rope. Dante cleared the middle rope from the arena floor, which was a nice looking Beal. As Hobbs is sliding in, Dante's kind of getting up. Ref just rings the bell. We don't care. You guys are both relatively in the ring. Don't care if you're standing, breathing. Ring the bell. Because that's what happens in this fucking promotion. So this thing was officially underway. Hobbs, man, He's got a great look. He's got star potential. This is one of those guys that he's like a Wardlow, where he should be coming out and just being built up to be something major down the line. But instead, there's all these people. There's all these fucking people just taking up space, being on TV when it's not necessary. There's no... This program severely lacks focus. Like, it's bizarre. Ricky Starks looked like an amateur comic book villain. He's got his gloves on and he just looked like a fucking cartoon character. So Hobbs dominated this virtually the whole match. He's chucking Dante from pillar to post. I noticed in this, the referee in this fucking match was as animated as a hospital patient on life support. Where the fuck did they find this guy? Just garbage. At one point, Hobbs yelled out to some person in the crowd, "Shut up, bitch!" And I'm just like, well, this is just like an underground fucking no rules. Fucking, they run people into the barricades, and if you get your knees smashed or what, like, why is this so outlaw? We just got people yelling stuff out. Oh, shut up, bitch, and commentators saying, "Oh, I call bullshit," and all this stuff. It's just so lowbrow. Towards the end of this, Jay Lethal ran out. He ran out with no shirt, and he had his fucking dad jeans on. Came out with his dad jeans. And he stopped Ricky Starks from interfering. At this point, I'm like, where the fuck is Leo Rush? Where's Leo Rush? Did he retire again? Is that what's going on here? Did he retire again? Better question is, where's Hook? Where's Hook? We don't care about these people. We want to see Hook. I demand Hook on Dynamite because I ain't fucking watching Rampage. Dante Martin won this thing with his double spring moonsault thingy. And that was a fucking travesty. It was a fucking travesty. Are they now just going to surgically insert Jay Lethal into this whole Dante Martin Team Taz business? Just what a fucking fiasco. So after that, they cut backstage to Chris Jericho and 3 other guys. Jericho said some shit. Partway through the interview, Eddie Kingston walked in. So Eddie Kingston walks in to interrupt, and I've written here, I don't have the patience. Back in the arena, MF came back out. He stormed out. He was yelling. He had a microphone. He was yelling and talking trash on CM Punk. Says, "Oh, you beat. Congrats. You beat an oaf," or whatever he said. Then MJF said, "Okay, you want the match? I'm gonna end you. It's gonna be CM Punk versus Shawn Spears." I thought he was gonna say Shawn Dean. I thought he was gonna say Captain Shawn Dean. Remember him? Last week, CM Punk gave him a GTS, and we'll never hear from the guy again. So after that, we're backstage with Cole, Fish, and O'Reilly. They're there with the Young Bucks. I've written here, again? Again with these people? Again with these fucking people. Britt Baker was there too. She walked in, and Baker and Adam Cole challenged for a mixed tag match with Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy. So I'm not watching that match. It's a Statlander deal. She's 1 of 4. That's enough for me to just scrap the whole thing. Back in the arena, the AEW Intercontinental Champion came out. His name bar the fuck are they doing? His name bar said Beyond Beef Cowboy. Okay, so Adam Page needs to just lose the world title because now they're doing shtick on his name bar. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Page comes out. He looks underdressed for a world champion. Just looks like some fucking guy. He gets in the ring, grabs the mic, and just starts talking. I didn't give a fuck what he was saying. Page was going on and on about, who cares? Who cares? Suddenly, Dan Lambert came out and he interrupted, already with a microphone in hand, because need we forget, Oprah's backstage handing out live microphones. You get a microphone, and you get a microphone, and you get a microphone. Hey, little fucking child, you get a microphone. Say whatever you want, everybody. That's what happens on this fucking show. So fucking, they both said a bunch of shit back and forth. I gotta be honest, I was fading in and out of consciousness just because this was just who cares. Dan Lambert, I think Page had threatened him with violence, so Dan Lambert went to leave. But out came some tall guy that we've never heard of ever before. Just some tall guy came out and he chased Lambert back to the ring and you know, he's got him all cornered like he's gonna attack him, but then the tall guy attacked Adam Page. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? I can't follow or get behind any of this. Like, just what the fuck's going on? Some guy comes out of nowhere we've never seen before. He looked like he let his 8-year-old daughter braid his hair or whatever. It just, like, what's going on? This was diabolical. So after that, we were back in the back for an interview with Arn Anderson, AA, with Shoddy Equipment Lee Johnson, and Brock Anderson, which is Arn Anderson's son. Brock Anderson's face looks like it was put together like a ransom note. Just everything's just all everywhere. So Arn started saying some stuff, and then FTR walked in. And so now they're attempting to manufacture some kind of beef. I guess because Arn and Tully. Yawn. FTR are apparently going to have a match with Ransom Note Face, Brock Anderson, and that piece of shoddy equipment, Lee Johnson. It's just like, where is this coming from? Just like, when's the last time anyone's seen Brock Anderson? And now they're just, oh, this is happening. Where the fuck is Leo Rush? Like, bizarre this is. Back in the arena, Hikaru Shida started to make her entrance, and I was getting my fucking remote ready to do some fast forwarding, and it's like I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. Hikaru Shida started making her entrance. I grabbed the remote to start fast forwarding, but suddenly, before I could get that going, old Serena Deeb slid in from out of nowhere with a chop block. She slid in like a fucking baseball player sliding across home plate. It's just like, where the fuck did she come from with so much passion? So Serena Deeb just started beating the shit out of Shida's knee. She just started attacking her knee. There was no match going on. She was just attacking her knee. Then eventually both women got in the ring, and Shida made it back up to her feet and said she wanted to go, and the ref rang the bell. So fixing to have the match, Deeb immediately just attacked Shida's knee and just destroyed her knee for a few minutes. Then Serena Deeb got her in a submission of some description, and the referee just called off the match. He said, "No, this is dangerous. Deeb's gonna fucking rip a ligament or something. Let's just end this before Shida gets hurt." Post-match, the ringside doctor and the referee are in the ring assisting Shida. Deeb's like she's gonna leave. Then she fucking gets back in out of nowhere with a kendo stick. And she just continue beating the fucking shit out of old Hikaru. If I could be so casual. Everything about this would have been phenomenal. It would have been amazing execution. It would have been a highlight of the show if they had just surgically transplanted anyone else into the role of Hikaru Shida. I say anyone else, not another Japanese woman. Some other person that could cut a promo in English, maybe. You got all these fucking international talent that they have no fucking clue what to do with. At all. Just at all. They're in over their fucking shit on these international talent. And I'm not for it. It doesn't make for good TV from my standpoint. So, Serena Deeb up, Hikaru Shida. So because it was Shida, this incredible piece of business was just met with indifference. Crowd did not give a fuck. Crowd didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. And So after that, they cut backstage for an interview with Tony Schiavone and the Jurassic Experience. And Jungle Boy started, we're fighting champs or whatever the fuck, genericness. Then Jungle Boy said, we'll face any top 5 team anywhere. We'll take you on. Top 5 talking about the rankings, which you never see or hear about the rankings ever. So this is just a foregone concept. They've, by setting up this whole ranking system that they just jack people's numbers up on these shows that nobody's watching, they have effectively worked themselves into a shoot, brother. So fucking 2 unidentified guys just walk in. 2 unidentified guys walked in. 2 guys we've never seen before on this fucking program. And they asked for a match on Rampage. And the Jurassic Experience accepted. So that's happening on Rampage. Will not be seeing that. So fucking back in the arena, Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy is already in ring. He's out there with the Federal Witness Protection Party. And, I will say, this is the most that Private Party have ever looked like normal human beings. They're just wearing like tracksuits. And the one guy that normally had his hair that looked like a clown, it didn't look like a clown anymore. So they actually looked like normal people this time. They weren't dressed like fucking valet parking attendants or just whatever. They colorful basketball uniforms or what. They are usually dressed like just fucking idiots. So Matt Hardy started trash talking old Penta for I don't know why. I'm not sure why Matt Hardy's trash talking Penta. I'm not sure why this match is happening. What's the beef? So Matt Hardy threatened to injure Penta with his sloppy in-ring work, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Suddenly, Penta came out with Alex Abrahantes, AA. When I say Penta, I am, of course, referring to Penta El Cero Miedo. So fuck, they're all being luchas. So the match got started, and these two fucking idiots stood facing each other for about 5 minutes, just trading catchphrases. Penta would "Saddle, Miato," and Matt Hardy would "Delete," and it's just like, okay, you fucking clowns. This is stupid. The bell rang. Can we have a match? Like, they didn't even try to give. They didn't even try to give the people a match. JR said on commentary, well, it's a 20-minute time limit. So I'm just sitting there watching this, and it's just like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is Matt Hardy wrestling a singles match in 2022? Can somebody explain this to me? Matt Hardy's fucking body movements, like, his body movements mimic those of an animatronic robot. Just like, did Matt Hardy get his hips and pelvis out of a 3D printer? Is that what's going on here? So fucking, this match was as exciting as watching an oak tree grow from scratch. I consumed this match with my eyes, but if I had consumed it orally, like if I ate it, this match would taste like freeze-dried cardboard. Penta Miedo won, and it's like, yeah, but that guy has a fucking AARP membership. So what the fuck? Why did this even happen? Post-match, Double A hops in. And he says Penta has a message for Malachi Black. On behalf of Pac, what's going on here? Why is Penta, like, I just trying to follow this. Penta's out here, Matt Hardy's mad at Penta, Penta's mad at Malachi Black. What the fuck is any of this? Penta said some shit in Spanish, and then Double A translated. Penta says, go fly a kite or drink ice water with the devil, or whatever the fuck he said. Suddenly, the lights went out. The lights went out, and I just started fast forwarding because it's Malachi Black shtick. It's not a match. As I was fast forwarding, I could tell that the lights went out a second time, and then there was some big dude had appeared in the ring, and he beat up. Who cares? Who actually gives a fuck? I'm done talking about this. You know what I think this promotion needs? You know what I think will get some juices going, will freshen things up? I think this promotion needs to sign and debut a new talent. Just what the fuck? Every other week, somebody new debuts. And it's like, you haven't played with the toys you already have. This is mind-blasting. Mind-blasting. Now you might say, oh, D'Lo, do you mean mind-blowing? No, blasting. It's blasting my mind. So Malachi Black right now is like, imagine seeing a Mustang drive by. But as it passes, you turn to look at the backside, and that's when you notice it's only got a single exhaust on one side, and you're just like, what kind of 4-cylinder, maybe V6 abomination is that? And Malachi Black, just like the owner of that fucking 4-cylinder Mustang, is going, yeah, check out my new Mustang. And anyone who knows anything about cars is going, that ain't a Mustang. What you got there is a Ford faggot. So So anyway, I consulted my terrorist do not watch list. I scroll down past Andromeda's Alien and scroll past Boa. Aha! Here we are. Malachi Black rule. Section 3F states Malachi Black can only be observed within the confines of a match, bell to bell. Otherwise, fast fucking forward. Next! Tony Schiavone was in the back for an interview with who? Speaking of Andromeda's Alien, she was there. She was there with, was that Brandy Rhodes' sister? So it was the alien from Andromeda, Brandy Rhodes' sister, I think, and some 4'6" looking bitch. I mean, seriously, she was short as fuck. Everybody else in shot, you could see down below their waistline, you could see what kind of leggings they were wearing, what kind of pants or what kind of bottoms. That same camera shot, the bottom of the camera was just showing below her elbows. You know, she's standing all like this, and you could only see, that's how fucking short she was. Everybody else you could see below their waist, and she's cut off at the elbow. So what? Is this an episode of Dark? What is this? What is this? Why is this? This was horrible, just horribleness. So fucking Andromeda Alien rule, fast forward. I fast forwarded this. Whatever the fuck they were talking about. Don't know, don't care. After that, they flashed a match graphic. The Acclaimed versus Bear Country. This is an episode of Dark. This is an episode of Dark, or is it Dark Elevation? My God. The Acclaimed made their entrance, and Bear Country were just already out there. Caster did his usual rap. It wasn't good. It wasn't standout. So Bear Country already in ring. They're out there looking like a couple of fucking country corn-fed Mid-South looking fucks. The Acclaimed, the match got started and I'm looking at this. The Acclaimed were wrestling the team of a refrigerator and a Buick. So this thing just transpired in front of what I would describe as library silence. The Acclaimed won. Those are all the things I know about this match. As the Acclaimed were going to leave, having just won a match. They didn't do nothing to nobody. They're going to leave. Out comes Sting. It's Sting! Tony Schiavone shouted like a mark. Sting comes out with music playing, lighting treatment, fake snow. They just have all that shit ready to go. So Sting comes out. He's wielding a baseball bat. Sting and Chris Jericho, when you think about baseball bats. So everybody's just stealing everybody's gimmick. Sting and Darby Allin do the lights out stuff. So does Malachi Black. Sting's carrying a baseball bat. So is Chris Jericho. Everybody's just stepping on each other's shit because this is WCW. So Sting comes out with the baseball bat. He clips not Max Caster, the other one, Bowens. Anthony Bivens or Bowens or whatever his name is. Suddenly, Darby Allin is in the ring. He does a fucking suicide dive with a skateboard, takes out Max Caster. It's like, why is this happening? I feel like I missed something. What, like, Last I saw Sting and Darby Allin, they were having that great 6-man tag match with CM Punk. Now they're mixing it up with the Acclaimed for reasons. Where has Darby Allin and Sting been? Are they just now back from a missionary trip to fucking Ethiopia? So they all fought around a bit and then it was over. And it's like, okay. After that, there was a vignette of Pac. He's got bandages over his eyes. Is he blind? He was talking a bunch of nonsense. I watched this show last week and I feel like I've never seen this program before. What the fuck is going on? I can't follow any of this. Just stuff is happening and very little of it has rolled over from last week. There's just a bunch of newness happening. Back in the arena, it's main event. It's the main event. I'm sorry. Back in the arena, it's time for the main event. The main event to determine the interim TV champion. Why interim? What the fuck happened? Can somebody explain this to me? Most of this shit needed explaining. Or needed an explanation. That's how you say that. Not what I said before. The challenger was out first. It's Bad Body Garcia. Garcia looks like his body just began puberty last week. At some point here, they kind of offered an explanation of what's going on. So there was supposed to be a TNT title match between Cody and old Sammy G. But Cody got COVID, so Sammy took on Dustin Rhodes, Goldust, for, we promised you a Rhodes, just pull this guy out. Like, oh my God, they have rankings. Where the fuck did Dustin Rhodes come from? Oh, it sounds like Cody Rhodes. We'll just scratch out the first name. It's Dustin. Like, just kill it. So they had to do a last minute replacement match, and they crowned the interim TNT champ. Why not just say, okay, Cody couldn't make it. No match. Instead, we're going to do a blah, blah, blah suitable replacement for the tag title or whatever. What's this interim business? And then I guarantee you Cody's going to come back and he's going to have the actual TNT championship. So you're going to have Sammy with the fake TNT. Just nonsense. So fucking Sammy, the cue card toting mute, he was out second. He's the interim TV champion. So I'm just like, all right. So now Sammy's defending a lesser title. What the fuck? But that wasn't bad enough. Jericho was at ringside. He was out there looking like somebody's uncle. And also Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston was out there and I don't know why. Eddie Kingston looked like he was dealing weed at ringside. So this was gay. Partway through this thing, 2.0 ran out and they attacked Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. And then Sammy Guevara won with this ugly looking fucking move. He got the guy up on his shoulders in a like a torture rack position, and then tried to flip him, but it just turned into a clusterfuck. And he pinned the guy and won. Just an ugly looking fucking move. So Sammy retained his part-time, only on weekdays TNT championship. It's just like, and then the 2.0 hop back in the ring, attack Sammy Guevara. But then Jericho hops in with a baseball bat, and then Eddie Kingston's there, and it's just like, Wow. This show was just like a dog chasing its tail. It's like, fucking do something or don't. What is this? What are they on about? Honestly, what the fuck was this episode? It felt like part dark, part rampage. It's like they were getting ready to have Dynamite and they released a statement. Oh! AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite will not air tonight due to medical protocol, but we found a suitable replacement. Here's AEW Dark Elevation. It's just like, what the fuck? This episode made me feel as though I have missed the last 2 months of programming. There was just these occurrences where I was like, who the fuck even are these people? Just what? So this is the worst episode they've aired this whole year. Did not like this at all. Even the CM Punk MF stuff was kind of yeah, I don't know. This show was somebody with a large fucking just flat dinner plate just filled with piss, and they just dropped it. That's what this show was. And they just dropped it, and it landed flatter than a plate full of piss. Speaking of plates filled with piss, that was the episode. That was AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite from January 12th, 2022. So that being the end of that show, that means that's the end of this show. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Click that bell. Maybe it's over here. Click that bell to enable notifications. It's the only way to be notified when a new video is uploaded. That is all I got for you on this episode. Right now, I'd like to bid you all adieu. And until next time, I'm D-Lo Jordan. And this right here, this is VENUM.